like I'm on the brink of something beautiful, or maybe terrible. I know I shouldn't ask you to be open with me when I have my secrets that I tend to keep safely under lock and key. I'm hypocritical, but at least I know we could be beautiful, or maybe terrible. Only one way to know. Only one way to know. Is this a yes or a no? Which way will it go? Only one way to know. Only one way to know.
Hey there, gang. Welcome back to the Tavern and welcome to Abhaile, where we love stories. And tonight, we continue a story spanning Boreala's Riven Coast, pressing into the chilly winter winds to sit for a spell beneath a really big tree. And hey, if you want to feel legendary as well, why not slide on over into our moderated Discord server? We got awesome folks over there doing awesome stuff, and it's a pretty darn good time. We've also got a free Substack if you're into world building and info dumps, and a sticker shop over on Redbubble if you're into stickers. You can find the links to all of that stuff downstairs in the spell description below. And speaking of spell descriptions, rules as written, turns out you can cast Simulacrum on a dragon or a great worm if it is.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, I remember,
dude.
Yeah,
because a Simulacrum of you has half of your hit points, can't regain spell slots. A dragon doesn't have spell slots. It has spells it can use per day, and it's got a breath weapon that recharges.
yeah.
They are pretty darn awesome. So you just have to get it in its human form first, and you have to somehow figure out a way to convince him to hang out with you for 12 hours. But
I mean, that's just giving you basically a demigod as a servant.
And if you've got access to Twin Spell, you can give your DM a stroke.
Oh god.
Double Simulacra.
Double demigod action. Oh boy. Then it's basically like you just add them together and then their hit points.
It's pretty bad. And speaking of strokes, I think I smell toast.
Yep.
So here's Jelly with a recap.
What happened, Joey?
Parting feathers.
So we were discussing how to stop this ritual from happening, and while we were doing that, that old hag lady went ahead and killed herself and completed the ritual. So that was... maybe we should figure these things out earlier next time. A fiend was summoned who wasn't actually as bad as we all had anticipated. Them trying to summon a god or something ended up being. We kind of beat him up, but it seemed like something else snuck through. While we were cleaning up the battlefield, I found a couple dead bodies that looked like they'd been shanked with poison daggers, and there were some weird giant cat footprints around there. We figured it's some sort of weird demon cat assassin, Rakshasas. So, everyone else could be a shapeshifter. Nice and paranoid. We started getting prepared for the next day, and Nalani got really anxious about getting out of here and progressing the things she cares about instead of gambling on boxing. Arthur was able to talk her down a bit.
You never turned down a shirt dig.
Arthur talked her down a bit, and they went to pray about it together. They were answered, probably thanks to some magical item they found recently or something, who knows. And yeah, we were prepping for, I forget, were we the night before or the morning of jousting? we were kind of winding things down, I think.
Yeah, I think we're right at the night before. Oh yeah. So, what's Melee want to roll on tonight?
Oh, I gotta open those things up again. They were in notes,
Disinherited,
right?
and they're in Disinherited and pinned.
Oh, they're pinned.
Yo.
I think I gotta do the one that gives me a magical cell phone again. Yeah, we'll do objects.
Alrighty.
All right, Joey. 20. 20. Hit that 20. Hit that shit. Hit it right now.
Mirrors.
Do it.
Right fucking now.
It is a quickened mind person.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Oh yeah,
No.
the other one that I really want is the there's a mind crystal that lets you subtle spell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quicken's also maybe my second favorite though, because I mean,
Yes.
especially when you
Quicken's
get that a
rare.
level 11 Eldritch Blast upgrade. Shoot 6 of those bad
And that
boys.
is that's a one-time use thing, right?
Yes, yeah, they are. But if everybody does a recap, we unlock a 4th table that is permanent items. So just some subtle motivation there.
I start bullying.
Yeah, you can absolutely start bullying. I think that's fair.
Someone writes a recap for me, I'll read it. I'm just not good at recapping is my problem.
I write the
I can write
recap
one out.
every week. You just have to write it shorter.
Cat, I can
Yeah,
write
I'm
it
not
down
good
for
at
you.
summarizing. I give everything away.
I'll
guess
summarize
this-
it and I'll send it. I'll send it to Kat if she wants.
Okay, well,
I
only if you put weird shit in there that she has to catch or say out loud.
Oh, okay.
I'll read it before I
Yeah,
read it out.
I assume
Yeah.
that was implied.
My God, Cat, just use AI.
Yeah.
I was easily booted from the call.
It's the fucking fuse.
Banned.
That is why I'm no longer a part of the server.
I'm pretty sure
Hey,
AI
Hammer.
would. I'm pretty sure AI would not know how to handle one of our campaign note entries out of context. They'd just be like,
Wow, that's such a
fuck is
cool
this?
idea.
That's fucking weird.
but shit.
All right.
So as we touch on that, we ended up cutting away last session as Arthur and Nalani were finishing up their communion in the chapel. Was there anything towards that conversation that you guys needed to continue or wanted to continue?
I think I'm good. I think I'm good to cut back to the rest of the party.
Yeah, we can cut back to them.
Sweet.
Gonna have existential crisis.
Yeah, so while you guys are sitting there, bathed in a nice soupy du jour of red mist and flickering candles and vines growing out from the stones, we will cut back over to everybody else, which is in mostly the south-like areas. As the a guard is being set up to keep watch to make sure that no one else gets stabbed by some of the various combatants around. And people are slowly starting to calm down. The 2 bodies that were left in the market area are taken off to be buried. So yeah, I'll toss it over to you guys. And reminder, Calandra, Mr. Falconalder had snitched on you to your dad, so he wants to talk to you at some point, but that is completely up to you until it's up to me.
I'm gonna. Is Melee? Where is Melee right now?
She's right here. On the token anyway, so I don't know where.
Yeah, no, I'm still with, or I guess we finished with that scene. Yeah, that was just me investigating the Rakshasa tracks.
Yarp.
I'll kind of just climb off of Tank's shoulder and touch down on the ground, and approach and just ask. Random thing to ask out of the blue, but you can still talk to the dead, right?
I mean, I think of it as they speak through me, but
Is that a yes?
She's a Lorax. She speaks for the dead.
yeah.
I have a question I need to ask. You know who? It's fine. I think it's time,
Voldemort.
and it seems relevant.
Oh, in the one in the hole.
Not here. I can fly us somewhere secluded, set up the tower. I don't want
Go
anyone.
back to the ship, right? Or
I mean,
the
that
tower's
also-
fine if you want.
I mean, I just don't want to disturb anybody. It might.
Does the tower have a weight limit? Or does the tower have a weight?
I mean, it's a 20-foot tall structure made of stone.
Don't want Nalani to see.
Did you put it on the skyship?
No. I did not put it on this guy.
No, could you?
Oh, maybe? I don't know. It might be magical and it might not weigh anything, but that's probably your call.
Put it on the skyship, but don't anchor it down, and as soon as it moves, it just like gets knocked off the top.
But yeah, no.
Like putting your lemonade on the top of your car.
We're just gonna fully like crash this skyship into the town.
Yeah.
All right, you guys talk. I gotta figure that out.
Yeah. I believe we discussed in the this north area over here that'd be a good place to set up a tower. And I will invite you to take a backseat on my Griffin.
Sure.
Yeah.
Never ridden a Griffin before. Fun.
Yeah. I'll command Ghost to take us to somewhere. Like I said, a little bit ways north, kind of where I'm clicking. I don't know. Yeah. And once I know we're out of sight, I'll expend my last level.
When we hop on the Griffin, I'm gonna point the direction we're going and tell everyone else, hey, when you're ready to bed down for the night, we're gonna be that way.
If there's room,
yeah.
you can cast it on this ship.
Okay. Good to know, Jake.
I think it's fixed to the ship, though.
That's fine. I don't want to be on the ship right now because, well, you know, I don't need anybody watching what's about to happen. But yeah, once we touch down, I'll take out the brick and just kind of summon the.
When you say fixed to the ship, is it like fixed place in space, or that if the ship moves, it moves with it?
I don't think you could knock it off of the ship.
I'm asking if we have like a immovable rod situation.
No, I don't think so. I think if you theoretically could travel it, I think it would work. If you had enough space.
Gotcha.
Interesting questions.
I mean, a bit redundant, but sure.
The Tome's moving castle over here.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tome's castle, what is the casting time when you for the bad boy?
10 minutes, I believe.
Jesus Christ! Every time I've cast that spell, I've made it be 1, but whatever.
Does that make Rust Calcifer?
Yeah.
My but heck yeah.
Oh no, wait. No, wait, it's correct.
Yeah. But yeah, we can speed run 10 minutes and or let me do this instead. While you're doing that for 10 minutes, Arthur and Cal, what are you all up to? And Adran.
I think we're probably just heading back to the group here.
Yeah.
To let them know what we know.
Sounds about right.
Where were you guys planning on spending the night at? In general, there are several options. Tome has a tower somewhere, presumably, and then there is the ship, and then there's camping like everybody else, or sneaking into the abbey to see if there's a bedroom open, I guess. But there's just all
I
kinds
think
of
I think Arthur's going to go back to the ship. That's where his stuff is. That's where everyone else is. So he's going to go back there.
If
Same.
Tome is gonna leave the castle up, Calandra will probably sleep in there just because people are apparently after her bracers.
Yeah. Also, it's probably a good idea to bring Tank back.
That is true. I do not think that Hunter will probably sleep wherever Cal sleeps to keep her safe from the Carcos tieflings.
And Tome, how far away did you set up the tower, or are you setting up the tower?
Yeah, I'm setting up the tower. I think it was like either north or like way over here.
Oh, where
That's
you had
what we
it?
were talking about.
I think you guys had previously had it up here somewhere.
Oh no, I think I remember that. I think I said I was going to, but then I did not.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So
Like I didn't just to be honest. So
Gotcha.
You know. But yeah. Actually, while I'm casting it, I just kind of midway through I turned towards melee. So I don't remember if we've had this conversation or not, but how did you meet Nemoros? Just out of curiosity. I don't think I've
He was
got
in
the
the.
full story.
He was one of the objects being shipped that, Flo and I got caught for, and what ultimately got my dad killed. He was in one of those crates.
Right. And did he talk to you from the start, or did you find out later? What's the deal?
I just started using him for ventriloquism, really, and then it felt like, inspiration for a while. I don't really know when I would say, the spirit of, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on Morrisine began inhabiting him.
if you want to, you can roll me a history, Jelly.
A 7.
7.
Oh yeah.
Good try.
Yeah, I told you I don't remember.
Yeah. I should have trusted
And
you.
do you know if this entity, not to sound rude towards your friend, are you sure it has the best intentions for you?
I think it has its own intentions, which, I don't really feel like sorrow is something that we're ever going to get rid of in the world. So the fact that something exists off of it and embodies it doesn't bother me that much. But, I'm sure he's doing his own thing. And just helping out when it's convenient.
So if it ever tried to harm you, would you fight back? Or would you... I'm sorry, again, I don't understand the depth of your relationship with this.
Yeah, I imagine I would. I don't know how I would, honestly. But, yeah.
Nomoro speaks up and says, I don't know how I would either. I don't have hands or legs or a bottom jaw. It's very inconvenient. I guess I could bounce into her.
You can headbutt people.
Yes.
Right. Look, I know it's a bit hypocritical for me of all people to be talking about dangerous magic, is what I happen to specialize in. It's just, you're my friend, and I like if something happened to you, I'd be distraught. So as long as you know what you're doing and you know it's not going to hurt you, then I support it. I guess. That's
Well,
what I'm trying to say.
considering what she is, I feel like if something happens to me, the rest of you are also going to have things to worry about more than just worrying about me. But, we all got gods that well, I guess not you, but most of the rest of us got gods that we appreciate, show deference to, or get power from in some way.
Interesting question, real quick.
That's a trade-off.
Tom, did you mean it when you said you support Namaros?
I meant that I support melee.
Okay. No changes are enacted then.
Just are enacted. Great.
Can I be honest with you, actually, about something?
Yeah.
I think I know why. The gods will usually should have nothing to do with me because I spent a year cursing them. All of them. Every day.
I feel like that's pretty understandable after what happened, though. I can see why you feel like that, and I'm not one to really preach about it, but I feel like most of them might be able to look past that based on, the grief that you were experiencing, I assume is when that occurred.
That and all the attempts on my life, that probably would not be... Oh, maybe some gods would look favorably upon that, but I don't.
So I wouldn't necessarily worry about it that much, at least in terms of them viewing you personally. I feel like really what I've learned from this adventure we've been on is they really just want to promote that thing that makes them able to exist in this world. Like, they're kind of primal forces in a way.
The reason I'm not talking to Pharrell myself with my own magic is because I don't think I'd be able to control myself. So I need a mediator, someone to do it for me, so that
Yeah, you can yell, and I'll make sure only the correct things actually get asked.
Right. That's the idea.
Yeah, and I will spend a hit die to prep Speak with Dead.
Sweet. I may do a tower tome. And as you all finish that conversation, over in the market, you all see a tower pop up just over the tree line over yonder.
That's hilarious. That'll never not be funny to me. just the idea of a capsule just just a giant fucking.
But you got your tower.
Like old school Dragon Ball.
Tower has been summoned. It looks like you guys are, for the most part, alone. You can see a few people milling about up in the dark on the edge of the cliff, but they don't seem to be paying any mind in your direction.
Yeah. I guess I'll lead Melee up into the second floor, which is my study, with the bedrooms being downstairs. I guess I'll clear one of my workstations off and kindly ask for the portable hole.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of opening that thing and just...
Yeah, I'll unroll it,
the body out.
Yeah, I'll fish the body out. If I have to go inside, I will. But the other reason I want you to do this instead of me is because you have a much better way with words, and the information that I'm going to ask about is highly important to what we're doing.
Thanks.
I
Try
can't
to
get
be
emotional over
careful.
this. Right. I'll lay her out on the table. Well, more like drop her on the table.
Yeah, I will set Nemoros's skull on the corpse's like chest or trunk somewhere. Just sit in center mass and say, "All right, do your thing. Grab her spirit and don't let it go till I'm done questioning it."
Oh, this will be fun. And you see Nemoros's gemstone eyes kind of, they don't really light up so much as it almost looks like there's a fire behind them. And Sarah Lynn, suddenly her chest heaves inward and her eyes shoot open, glowing a bright, vibrant purple. And she sucks in a deep, raspy breath and just stares upward, turning her head until she sees the skull on her chest.
Okay, Tome. Go ahead and make your request of me, and I will pass it.
He's genuinely like you watch as he's like with his immense strength, just like gripping his own arm like hard enough to actually strain it, but he's focusing. I need you to ask that miserable bitch one question before we get into business. That thing that she was working with, I believe its name was Kravis. Was it her idea to come after my mother? Or was it his?
I am gonna say, turn to the corpse and say, whose idea was it to come after Tome's mother?
And coughs hard. Do you... Is that what this was all about? She was a relic of a past I was trying to put behind me, and to safely establish myself, I had to eliminate her and certain other hedge wizard competition that had sprung up. It wasn't personal.
It was, you bitch. All I needed to know. Now on to actual business. Maylee, ask her if to tell us. I mean, you're gonna probably have to. It's a big ask. We need all the information we can get on Kravis, and particularly how they met, how their bond works, everything. We need as much information about this as we can get. So I leave that up to your discretion.
Yeah, let's see. Tell us how you met Kravis and how he strengthened you, or what your motivation behind, like, why did you go to him?
Okay, roll me a persuasion check, maybe.
Can I give a provided guidance on this?
Sure, why not?
Check.
What he's done. It's 1d4. A 22.
22. That works. I think he was always watching, listening, judging. But it wasn't until perhaps 6 months or so ago when this vile fern drug started to show itself around. That was when he came to me.
Can I do a history check? I'm trying to remember when it first showed up on the islands.
Yeah, go for it.
21.
21.
Wow.
Probably right about that time. I know I've canonized it harder before, but I think roughly that lines up.
That's what I was getting at. Okay. Tome, did you have another one in mind?
Or anybody else, just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, really, for me, anyone who wanted to be here would be welcome to attend.
Yeah.
I think we were just trying to role play away from Nalani for the...
Oh, no, I was more just... That was more for the sake of just the regular townspeople. I didn't care.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know if we were...
I do necromancy in front of Nalani all the time. It's nothing new.
And I'm just like inviting, you know, above the table. If anybody has any suggestions for a good question, toss it out. That's totally cool.
Ask it if Kravis and anything like him has any specific exploitable weaknesses that she knows of. Even if the answer is just no, it's just good. And it's worth a shot.
I was kind of wondering... Yeah, that, or I was thinking of asking if there's like another area of power that he has, or like an area where he has a lot of influence currently.
That works. Just squeeze as much information as we can, and then
I think you've got 3 left. So
yeah. Sorry, what was your suggestion? I was thinking about mine. I forgot it already.
If Kravis or anything similar to what he is has an exploitable weakness.
Oh, okay, great. Do you know of any weaknesses or vulnerabilities that Kravis or beings like him have?
I'm surprised you haven't noticed it yourself, as you are accompanied as well. We are their weak spot. They cannot act on this world directly without a bond, and that bond can be severed, as you all have discovered.
Seems like we need a way to mass sever them to really be of use. Otherwise, like, we could get rid of all people. That would prevent it.
No.
Right?
We could never truly get rid of them, but...
I'm sorry, I have to be an asshole and say it might get rid of them. Well, Sarah Lynn's going to say it might get rid of them. That is the one thing they fear is the god's final retribution.
If they require a person to physically act on the material plane, then all we would have to do is make it so they can't connect to a mortal like that ever again. They'd be trapped. But how would you even go about doing something like that?
I didn't realize I was muted. Apparently in a painting.
Apparently.
We need to find out who painted that painting, maybe.
I mean, that could certainly be a start. I mean,
well, I would assume it's something like that that is attuned to or similar to whatever their actual place in the pantheon is. Probably not on old paintings.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's as much as good as information as I can think of to get, unless you have anything.
Two left.
Yeah, we good. Well, I guess I can make one more selfish ask. This is it's a bit morbid. Most of my mother's things were missing from the tower when I woke up and went back. What did you do with them? Ask her that.
Okay. What is the current location of the possessions stolen from Tome's mother when she was murdered?
Thanks for a moment. We left the tower burning. If anything was taken, it was taken by raiders, pilferers, pirates, or smugglers, and the interim. Her trinkets were of no value to me. Only her silence.
Do you... Like, your mother, what about her would have... Can you think of, like, what made them target her? She's talking about needing her silence? Like, other than just getting rid of competition, that seems like your mother was required to be removed for her plans to come to fruition.
Even though she was disconnected from the Infinium, it would have been my mother's duty to report such activities. She would have been retargeted, and if what I'm to understand, she's a wanted criminal.
Well, your mom was a narc?
Well, she worked at the Infinium, I believe, before she moved to Boreala.
I suppose greater good of preventing evil magics and that sort of thing.
Yes, it was her primary job as an abjurer. So she could not have ignored it. So I guess that makes sense. I got one final question to ask her. How does it feel to be a corpse in the bottom of some hole for the rest of eternity?
Is that what we want to spend our last one on?
Hey, we can always come back in a few days.
I guess I didn't realize you can recast the spell.
Oh, yeah.
Times. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is basically we can come back whenever
I think
recharges.
Remember you being rude, though, right? We don't need to.
I don't think Tome cares.
I guess she already heard you say.
I really don't care. If anything, it's awesome. It's even more awesome.
Well, what if we
Mhm.
What if we asked about the similar thing, Tome, but got ready? I was thinking we could ask about where she is in the afterlife and what it's like. Because I'm assuming
Sure.
it's awful and having
Yeah,
to,
you know what? I like that more. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll say, where did you end up in the afterlife and how are you being treated?
It is one of life's great mysteries. Unfortunately, if I understand the nature of the spell you cast, you're simply speaking to the memories that are rattling around in my head. Whatever's left of me. My soul has departed, though, and I am without it. So I wouldn't know.
That's all I wanted to hear. Open the hole back up.
Yeah,
just callously
table
just
and just
dump her
clear
back
off
in.
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Melee, will you roll me a D100, please?
Will I what?
A D100, please.
Oh.
100.
57.
100.
All
Yo!
right. Cool. Nothing happens.
Thank you for helping me with that. I don't think I would have had the restraint to do that by myself.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I did mess one of them up. That's what I'm here.
We learned an important piece of intel. That's what matters. Just means that I have to be thinking about that if we're going to keep disrupting the plans of these renegade gods. Are you participating in the joust tomorrow?
Indirectly.
Ooh.
Well,
let's just say I plan to have more influence than many of the competitors.
Oh. Oh. I'll be using some magical enhancements before I jump out. But no, I'll leave the what and how to a surprise. But your bed should be set up downstairs.
Yeah.
If you want to.
And anybody that was making their way towards the tower, you guys upstairs in the tower would have heard the door open and close about this time. So anybody that was heading towards the tower can be at the tower now.
Hunter arrives, I'll say.
No, I believe we have company. Now I'll begin making my way downstairs.
Walking fast.
Oh, Hunter walks in, looks up at Tome and is like, "Hey, Tome, how goes it?"
Well, I interrogated the bitch that ruined my life, and I did not slap up the corpse. I'm very proud of myself for that.
How are you feeling?
I did learn. Huh?
How do you feel, Virgil?
Still angry, but I do feel a little bit better knowing that she's rotting in a magical space.
Really?
I'm still alive. So
that's nice, at least.
Also, learned a critical piece of information. I mean, it was building on other information that we already knew, but so those what Varel was connected to, it can't really do anything until it finds a physical body. So in order to really
What needs a physical body?
The entities, similar to what the bond that Melee has with the Moros is what Varel had with the being known as Kravis. And in order to act on this realm, they need a physical host. But if we make it so that they can't connect to a physical host, then they're basically trapped and can do nothing.
We found out something similar, at least involved with the Shadow Pantheon, so to call them. There's Kravis and whatever demon cursed me. They are all the way up in. Rivers Crossing. So if we can go to my house, and I mean the place I was raised, we can find all sorts of these answers and kind of take out all these. Also, holy shit, there's a cat right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just Quill. Don't mind him.
Yes, but
He materializes in and out.
Needless to say, we can proverbially knock out a few birds with one stone.
Oh, that's good. Plus, I imagine it's your turn to get a taste of revenge, my friend. And trust me, it is very sweet.
Arthur just kind of thinks about that for a second and nods, thinking back to his conversation with Nalani, and says, "Is a cat back yet? I'm gonna make sure that none of those Carcos motherfuckers try and attack us in the night here."
We have several deterrents against that. I can put up the alarm spell. Tank is outside and he doesn't require sleep, just being immobile.
I sense that these fellows were like me, and I believe that for how strong Tank might be, they may have some ways of avoiding detection. So the alarm spell might be good, but I just want to
take every precaution.
Indeed, I've spent most of my life running from these demons. They're sure as hell not going to get my friends too.
They most certainly will not. Besides, if I'm going to die to something, it's going to be more grand and majestic than some demon men running around. No offense.
Yeah. None taken. I did want to bring something up to you, though.
What's that?
You mentioned that some of these things, they need physical bodies of some kind. Or they need a host.
I believe, yeah, that is indeed what I said. What about it?
What do we do if I'm one of them? What
It's
if...
irrelevant.
I'm just saying...
For the rest of us.
Well, Arthur, the answer to that question is we find a way. I just put a hand on your shoulder and give you a smile.
That's uncanny.
I'm working on it. Shut up.
Yes. You've been working on you've been working on that one for a while, my friend.
It's difficult when you don't have It's difficult when you don't have facial muscles, and I'm not burning a spell to smile. So,
Don't you have like servos and like motors or some shit like that?
My biology is strange and confusing, but it's if you can call it biology.
Yeah, well, cheers to that one as well, I guess. I don't bleed. I just smoke pours out of my body, so I can understand that one.
Oh, Calandra. I presume my brother's outside?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll instruct him to be extra vigilant tonight. Don't want anybody sneaking up trying to get those gloves off your hands.
Yes, which is why I thought it would be pertinent to stay here tonight, since, if I remember correctly, no one can get in here without your permission?
I mean, the door's locked. I mean, they can if they tried, but I mean, with the alarm spell and tank outside, that's a pretty strong deterrent. Not to mention the griffin that is just going to be sitting on top.
2 griffins.
Essentially,
really.
oh yeah, they'll be sharing space up top. I made a little nest for the 2 of them up there.
Wonderful.
Yes, and while yours may need to sleep, mine does not. And he will let me know through telepathy if anything is amiss. I also don't sleep, Calandra. So
That is also true.
So if anybody comes near my tower, there's a pretty strong chance that I'll see them through the window.
Nice.
So
But,
everybody else has made their way back to the tower. What's Nalani's sleeping plans for the evening? Is she heading for the tower as well, going back up on the ship, or what's your plan?
I think she's gonna sleep by the big giant tree.
Ah, okay. It's very quiet over there. As the only there's really no people over there. There's a few people that are a few combatants that are walking around with keeping watch. They've got lanterns, but they're not bothering anybody. And then there's just a large kind of makeshift pasture where the horses are being kept at. So there's just the occasional, like, you know, shifting like hoof beats and just that, you know, horse noises and stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the brief Missouri story, but I just happened to go outside. This is probably 10, 15 years ago when the neighbor across the road had horses. Well, they had one pony. They didn't have horses. They just had one pony. And I go outside one morning and it's like stupid, pea soup foggy. And I'm just walking to my truck to go to work. And I just, from behind me, it sounds like it's right behind me. I hear that horse just do that, that like mouth exhale thing that they do.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I turn around and I can't even see the road where the horse is passed. And I'm like, the fog just did a horse noise at me. Yeah.
It's death on its horse.
I ride a pale pony, and the name of it is, what was that thing's name? Butterscotch? I don't know.
Buttercup. I don't know.
I don't know. Something with butter in the name. Something high in
It really
calories.
was, yeah. It was a fat fucking pony. But-
Honestly, good for that horse.
hell yeah. But
Also,
yeah.
Fat Fucking Pony, the sequel to My Little Pony.
I don't know why the idea of a fat
fucking
horse is funny to me.
pony.
Fat Fucking Pony. Fat Fucking Pony.
Walking sacks of glue.
Oh my god.
That's the dark timeline to My Little Pony.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What do you
To
mean
the
dark?
That's
factory.
what we call it.
Straight to the factory.
That's the inclusive timeline for My Little Pony.
Oh god.
But
Hey,
in,
hey Jake,
Fucking
can campaign
Christ.
crazy My Little Pony themed?
I call Applejack.
if you hire a new DM,
Applejack's the best
Damn
one.
it.
but anyways,
Can
so,
I have a My Little Pony?
Yo.
I mean,
Can I play Twilight Sparkle?
I want to be Princess Liz.
I mean, if you want to play a riding horse stat block, you're more than welcome to. It's the party's job to upgrade you. But
Yeah.
so
Let's go see.
Nalani is camping out over underneath the Sunbreaker, and everybody else is in the tower. Does anybody have anything that they want to take care of, or any conversations they want to have before nightfall, or are we good?
I have to decide what to do with my 2 hours because I don't use the full 8 hours for my long rest.
Cocaine.
I can't do drugs. I'm a robot.
You can make an oath.
I'll figure it out. You know what? If it's between, I don't think I'm gonna be using this spell tomorrow, so I don't need to start striding it into my butt. I'm gonna crack open that fancy smancy magical book that I got from Maylee's portable hole, and spend 2 hours taking a
Put some
peek.
time into mine.
Okay. Well, shit. While we're on the subject of books, then I guess I'll ask Arthur or Nalani. Are either of you reading tonight as well?
I'm gonna read the weird, fucked up book about Carcos.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I
Rust
can
in
plant my little staff.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can
I'm
give
gonna
yourself
read.
a little shake.
I'm gonna
You'll
read
wake up
Rust's
sunburned as hell.
adaptation of In the Mountains of Madness.
Hell yeah. Sweet.
It's just this demon chick with huge knockers.
Hey yo,
The Mountains of Madness. Hey, yo.
So I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna speed run Tomes, because Tomes is very easy. Tome, what you have there is a ledger of Genasian military troop movements during the Great Epoch, roughly 2,500 years ago. What you're able to read in 2 hours is everything that I have narrated to Nalani thus far from the opposite perspective. You are reading about the Genasian cavalry that is harrying the column of survivors from Lunara as they push westward across the Ascale Plain. Mei Li, you are reading a very interesting it's more than a journal, less than an autobiography. It's something of a well, it kind of reminds you slightly of Corbin Fairweather's massive pile of ego manuscripts in your portable hole. It kind of reads like that. You're reading a project journal of the Archmage Paramount of the of necromancy for the Ivory, which was and is detailed in the pages of the book, a ruling body that governed the city-state of Aloria during the Great Epoch. And the author of your book was one of the 9 leaders of that city. And he speaks a lot about the virtues of charisma and secrecy and keeping your true intentions to yourself, and the value of mind shielding rings to protect your faculties. You get the idea from the first pages that you're reading the book of a not great person who is detailing his exploits across the centuries, as he has used his keen intellect and charisma to hide his true motives.
hey, is there a name associated with that guy?
There absolutely is. It is Orpheus Nightbane. He is an interesting. Oh, you know him. You know him very well. Well, Will knows him very well. Will and Finicky know him quite well, as you murdered him beneath Aloria.
Oh, it's that guy.
It is. I believe Finicky got the killing blow on him as well. I don't know why I remember that. But in the event,
You got it.
in Nalani, your tale continues in a different handwriting, as Art of Our Quiet Eyes is no longer keeping record of the survivors of Luinara. We are now reading from the perspective of Caldoran, who is the one of the high priests of Lua, as they led their surviving members westward, past Sellenforge, out into the Ascale Plains. They were attacked several more times by the cavalry that harassed them from behind until they reached the banks of the Goldvine River at the Blackport Rushes. And when they reach the Blackport Rushes, there are less than 200 of them still alive, and many of them are wounded. And roll me a luck. I I think history or survival works for this.
Dun, 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 dun. History or survival. One.
Yo, one.
Close.
Oh,
I'd put a 0
wow.
on the end.
Yo.
For an 18, that's not bad. You've never heard of the Blackport rushes, but you have heard Calandra and Melee speak of Port Umbra. And Kat has a shoulder pad, like a WoW shoulder pad.
Yeah, I saw that, Katie.
There she goes. She's being very, very affectionate right now.
Yeah, because she's pissed off that you're shipping her separate.
Yeah.
I don't know that yet.
Zoe,
Don't tell her.
ignore what I just said, Zoe. And
You said Nalani does not know the Blackport rushes?
you're not familiar with the Blackport rushes, but you have heard Calandra and Melee speak of their home city of Port Umbra. And there is a commonality that you remember or recognize with that role. And Mr. Arthur, Rust's book is something else. And but this is not the original. Okay. So, number one, you have advantage on the next initiative you roll. As a gift of alacrity is cast on you as you read the pages. And what you are reading is a first-hand account of a wizard, bard, and another wizard that are traveling into the shadow of Carcos. Specifically refers to on the south coast of Talaran, which is one of the continents of Abhaile. On the southern cape, there is a dark and ominous mountain range. He advises that if you find them, avoid them, for they redefine fear itself, and to always beware the shadows. And from the very first page, you are uneasy. The first settlement that Rust and his companions encountered was called Steris. Steris was a town comprised entirely of black-skinned tieflings who narrate their actions.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Yeah, and
those are the guys.
yeah,
Them's the guy.
That's the boys.
curiously, they were very unbothered by Rust and his party. They would offer help if it was easily givable, though they would not participate in idle chit-chat. Everything they spoke of was in reference and reverence to the Silent One who speaks. And the only thing that upset them was music. So that will bring us through to our long rest.
Well, this is good. Well, this is
Yeah.
Hunter's just reading this, and he's like, "Man, this author is weirdly hateful of tieflings and elves and stuff like that." Who's this? HP Lovecraft? Never mind, Russ.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Before I start my Sentry's Rest, I would like to cast a spell, Jig.
Fireball.
I'm casting Dream.
Ooh. Who are we fucking with in our dream? Well, you don't.
Nalani.
Proceed.
Yep. Now make a wisdom. No, I'm just. I'm just fucking with it. Yeah, I will engage my Sentry's protocols once I cast a spell, and as I do not need to move to keep this orb concentrated on this spell, it does not impact my long rest.
Very good. So tell us what Nalani's dreaming about, Tome.
I mean, I would assume home.
No, you are in control now. What is she dreaming about?
Nalani, you're back on your island. Where, like, you're in your house. It's a generally nice day. Everything feels normal. Except it's not normal. Because there are problems. And rather than beat around the bush, I will appear to you not as the form that you know Tome to be as, but as a human with fiery red hair, fairly well-developed muscles, probably a byproduct of the gauntlets of ogre power. Well dressed in his mind. This is the islands you grew up on. And yes, it is me, Nalani. If you want to guess who it is, but because I'm a human and not, made out of metal. Look. He kind of grabs his face and stretches his chin. Real and everything.
Would Nalani actually recognize that this is Tome? Or is she just some guy?
I think she's seen the disguise before, right?
Yeah.
His skin Sona.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is disturbing.
I don't
Yeah,
like that necessarily.
I think that was when we were back when we were talking when we first met you. I transformed.
And I think at the Thought Spire too, maybe.
Yes.
Yes, so they wouldn't freak people.
Hmm.
Although Nalani wasn't there the first time. Okay. I think she'll kind of look around. You being here on her island is obviously not normal. So she's going to look around for a second and then back at you. I'm dreaming. That's what this is.
It's got a small golf clap. How could you have ever guessed that?
I don't understand why I would dream of you like this.
Oh, no, you aren't dreaming of me or like this. I casted a spell because I wanted to talk to you, and it seemed like you were in a volatile state, and that didn't seem like a good idea.
You saw that I was in a volatile state and decided it was a good idea to force your way into my dream of my home?
Well, I also didn't want you to hit me, so yes.
I don't think I would hit you. Well,
it's just.
I'm not going to
the
say that there's
possibility.
no circumstance in which I wouldn't hit you, but I not this time.
Again, just removing the possibility. You seem
Possibility.
you were just What happened? You were distraught. So
I
what?
thought I explained things pretty well.
Right, but
Okay, well, do you know? Okay, how do I don't? You know how you were so hell bent on finding this Sarah Lynn person,
yes,
and that
I distinctly recall it.
that to you was obviously very important, and you kind of lost it for a bit when it felt like maybe your chance to ask her questions was gone. Do you remember that feeling of like things are now out of your control? Things are not going the way that you need them to go in order for things to progress in a favorable manner. Okay, so right now that's what I am feeling. I'm incredibly frustrated. To be honest, I am starting to question if I made the right choice in joining this group.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Since joining us, how many people's lives have you saved?
Is that a thing we're supposed to keep track of?
I'm just humor me. How many people during our time together have we helped?
I see the question answered your question is that I don't keep track of those things.
Oh, for starters,
It's
an
not
entire city.
a competition.
Together we saved an entire city. And
Several things can be true all at once.
yes.
Yes, so that can happen, and also my island can be dying. Also, the thing with you can be happening. Also, the thing with Arthur can be happening. All these things are true at once. Doing one thing does not negate or make the other stuff go away. You understand?
Show me.
Show you what?
Show me what's at stake for you. This is your dream. I'm just simply here. Are you familiar with the concept of lucid dreaming?
No.
Well,
Or no.
not to get too scientifical, but principle is that through certain methods, one can control their dreams to a certain extent, usually through some visualization exercises, or in this particular case, an external force informing you that you are in fact in a dream. So show me. Show me what's at stake.
Okay.
Concentrate.
I don't think I need to. So that dealing with those patients and the people who have succumbed to the fern is a very strong, vivid memory in Nalani's head. So bringing up the tent, bringing up the different hospitals, makeshift hospitals that they've had to make throughout the island, being inside there with cots and people laying there all in various states, some of them hallucinating, some of them, completely out of it, catatonic. It's very easy for her to conjure that memory, because it is a memory for her, that memory. And so in almost an instant, this place just turned into that tent, surrounded by all of these patients. And she's watching all of them. And you can see, this has made her distraught, seeing this and knowing that she can't do anything about it. And she's like, this is at stake. All of these people. And it's not just here. This is several places on my island.
If I may,
She points to a cot in the back, and she's like, that one back there. if I recall, she's looking around. She sees another patient who is like kind of tossing and turning a little bit, and she's like, "That patient back there, in about 20 minutes, will be dead, and I won't know how to help him. He would just die in agony."
That is not your fault.
If I may,
I've never
real
said
quick,
that it was my fault.
I want to jump in for just a tiny second and just paint a little bit more of context. Tome, you see Islanders and Austrians working arm in arm in these makeshift hospitals. You see clerics of Corellia that are worn, tired, beyond exhausted. You see doctors from the island of the faiths. You see some that have Stormcloud signatory on them, as well as some that have vines in their hair. Everyone is beyond exhausted, sweat stained, just working themselves to a bone, trying to do anything to alleviate these people. There are hundreds in this tent alone.
It's not your fault.
I never said that any of this was my fault. Why would I think it's my fault that this is happening?
Do you feel powerless about this?
I mean, I can't heal them. I can't stop it. So, yes, of course.
And that is also not your fault. These forces are beyond any of our imagination, scope, and/or control.
Incorrect. That is not true. This is a made substance. We control that substance. We, as humankind, mankind, creature kind, we created it. So therefore, it is in our control. Somebody is controlling it. That's the whole point of me being here, is finding out who was controlling it and stopping it. Stopping this from happening everywhere. Because I know it's not just happening here. It's happening all over. I don't know how bad it is everywhere else. I just know how bad it is on my island. But something has to be done. Something has to be done.
Out of the corner of your eye, Nalani, one of the infirm in the corner starts coughing, and a puff of smoke comes out past their lips. Tome, you see it as well. Nalani, you see, after that smoke vanishes, Tome, I don't know that you will see this right now, but Nalani sees, for the first time on her island, a faint red line leaving the mouth of that individual, floats into the air, and you see very faintly, it's joined by another.
Can I follow it?
It kind of
like,
just,
is it leading off somewhere, or is it just kind of fades because
it kind of just collects in the center of the room.
I see.
And every once in a while, can you and Tome both roll me a perception check?
Sure.
One. Ah, that was gonna be that 20 for a second. No, 12.
19.
Hey.
So, interestingly, you just see this kind of knot of red energy, very faint, very translucent, in the middle of the room, and it shifts, and every once in a while you see another line, but then it maybe breaks or it like fades too far out. Tome, you see the same thing now as you focus And every once in a while you see, is it a glimmer or a flare up in the air? Almost as if there's a fire there, but there isn't. And in that flare up that just ever so often you just catch it out of the periphery, you see a translucent, barely there, a strong man with dark ashy skin and long smoldering dreadlocks just floating, bound to all of those within the tent that are still alive.
I knew it. It's not just the substance that's the problem. It's certainly not helping things, but it is not the source of what we need to be dealing with.
No, it's not. Arthur and I like explained this to them to think. Yeah.
Because we were able to banish him, and that just turned all the fern into mush.
Well, we banished something, but I don't think it was him specifically, because I think we'd be dead.
We banished
But
like a finger that was poking into reality,
Yeah.
like a little tendril of the beast. But there's like
Right.
much larger thing below, if I remember right.
Can you roll me a history check, Nalani, real quick?
Yay.
I know your dice are cooperating with us on a level that is
A little
that's
bit.
not bad.
16?
You kind of let out a sigh and regard the space around you. And you remember how afraid you were standing in that cold yard in Marglin with Arthur as you stared down the hunger. And around you, you see Aruvian clerics and Moanwi druids, doctors, not too far away. On the other end of town, the Stormlords, Shala and Tila. If they know what to look for, there are people there that could help. Could help now.
Does Nalani know in what way they would be able to help? Because it's not just like finding who's manufacturing this, but knowing that it is eating this thing. It's this would-be god.
I will.
So it's just like, okay, so
say
now there's like this influence. How do you stop something like that?
you would, from being of Miyamoto, you would know that your Stormlords that represent the islands, Shala and Tila, are both associated with the group, the Heckraisers. They're renowned heroes all across the islands. And you know that both of them, or Tomoatawi, storm guides of your people, which is a druidic kind of job situation. So you know that they're powerful. And you also know that a few of the clerics here are likely on your level or more. So you would likely ration out that there would be at least people that could do what you guys did, if they were able to see what you guys saw.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think we did pass on that knowledge to the cleric that was there. I forget the name of the last
yes,
place.
at the 3 Point Harmony in Marglin, yes.
Right. And just like telling them, hey, do a wellness check on all these people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, Nalani would definitely have
Yeah.
some phone numbers that she could call if she so chose. Kind of, I think now being back in it kind of puts that into fresh perspective of maybe I'm the only one that's out here, taking action to go do something about it. But there's plenty of people I left back there that could do something as well.
I have another question. Why do you insist on isolating yourselves from us?
I
Oh wait.
kind of how I've always been. And
Why?
I don't just really I don't know. You're asking a lot of questions about things.
Because I don't know you very well. In fact, I've
Well,
only known you a handful of days.
Yes, and as I've pointed out several times, this is a very temporary relationship. I will go back home and do what I need to do, and you guys will do whatever it is that you guys do. I don't know. I go around to towns and drink and gamble and sleep with various women and steal things. That's pretty much all I know of you guys.
All true.
And I think maybe that's why, probably, that I
Far in the
don't
background,
really...
you hear Adran yelling, "Damn right!"
With glee!
He's in your dream banging somebody. What are you talking about?
It's just the noise that she heard the last time that they had a joint group. It's just in the background. You think it's bass? No, it's not bass.
Bass.
Something slapping though.
Some sort of tribal drums. No. That ain't it. Hey, but that's not it, boss.
Wild West.
I think that's mostly why. I have a goal. I have a thing I need to do. And well, you've kind of fulfilled yours, I suppose. I don't know. I
Not
don't
quite.
actually know what you want to do now. I know what Arthur wants to do. He has a goal. But everybody else are just kind of existing. Very unserious people, I suppose, is the way to put it.
You remind me a lot of my mother in many ways. They
I've
love
said this
life.
before.
That's a terrible thing to say to a woman.
That's why I admire her.
They love their mom.
Adran with his irreverent
Uppies.
attitude. Calandra with her free spirit. Maylee with her jokes. Arthur, his serious nature does amuse me sometimes, but there is a softer side to the man. Just as there is a softer side to you as well.
And it has to be.
I admire the fact that you help people, that you can heal them. It's not something I can do. It's not something I was made to do.
What were you made to do?
According to what Barney told me, I had a much different purpose than what my mother intended. I was effectively a security system. I was designed for combat, apparently. and my mother reprogrammed me into a research assistant. Now revenge was all I had, but I have a much more productive way of using my abilities. And you mentioned that you wondered if I had a goal now that my time pursuing my revenge is over. I can show you if you wish. It's the
Is
perfect
that something
space
I
do
want
so.
to see in a place that you can control?
Mm,
In other words, is this dream going to turn into some sort of nightmare for me?
not quite. He kind of just like tilts his hand a little bit as if like adjusting a dial. Just kind of brings us back to the city of the town of Marglen. And he points over to the mines. The most valuable resource that I'll be pursuing at the heights of my power will be within those mines. Well, mines like it. Material produced in the mining process known as quicksilver. I'll need lots of it for what I want to do. He kind of snaps his fingers again. Because if my calculations are correct, based on some research notes given to me by my mother, found in my files, I'll be able to create synthetic people. Quicksilver for blood. Skin made out of glass. Stuff like that.
Skin made out of glass?
Well, very durable and highly resistant glass, but glass all the same. And, well, normally this spell will be limited by the fact that you need blood in order to make these mechanical creatures function and bond them to you as as your creations. I don't possess blood, and I'm also adept in the art of necromancy, meaning I have no such restrictions. I can effectively make hundreds of thousands, possibly more than that, depending on what resources allow.
Okay, but why? Like, why do you want to do this?
Thank you.
I'm gonna take over the world.
That's what I'm worried about.
If there was one thing my mother loved above all else, despite everything that she had gone through, despite losing her family to plague, despite losing her fiancé to war, it was this world.
Mm-hmm.
Every day she'd sit me down for hours and regale me with stories about different continents, different places, different people. And she wanted to show me all of it. But she's gone now.
And the
gone
world is still here for you to see. I don't understand.
I never wanted to be a necromancer. It's just what I was the most adept at. I wanted to be an abjurer, a protector, like my mother was. But I can't be that. But I can be in other ways. I wish to create my own kingdom of science and medicine.
You wish to make your own kingdom and fill it with these things that you're going to create? These beings?
Yes. And we will dedicate
Okay.
ourselves to the furthering of technologies in all areas.
Tome,
Virgil. My name is Virgil.
yes. We did ask you which one you preferred, and you said you didn't care.
I know. It's just it feels impersonal.
I'm just saying I'm not doing it on purpose, is all.
I know. I'm just yes.
Okay. Virgil. Your mother changed you from a killing machine into a research assistant. And she very obviously did that for a reason. And you are going to create a place where you make greater technology. And my worry is there are not going to be people like your mother who decide that it's better to use this as a research assistant and instead go ahead and use it as a killing machine.
That's
You understand?
totally. Because I can't do it without you.
I don't want to believe that I or anybody else really is helping to create something that can be used for nefarious means. And if you're talking about creating these other creatures, and if they are as smart and as powerful and as talented as you, I think that can be a very, very scary thing. Especially if you learned how to do it, why would nobody else be able to learn how to do it?
I understand the risks. But also, think of the good that can be done. That something like this, what happens on your island, this stuff with Fern, that it never happens again. We can make sure that it never happens again.
No. Do you know how many people in history have had that same thought? The exact same thought. The exact same ambition. And it always ends up the same way. And it's because people are people. And it's because bad things exist. Bad minds and bad hearts, bad intentions, they all exist. So until you can come up with a way to get rid of that part, you're just repeating history over and over and over again. And this time, you're giving them something more powerful to use. I know you're not asking for my opinion, but your mother wanted you to see the world. You have your brother now. You guys can go and see all the things she talked about. You could see them all. You can use your time to do that. Learn about the place that you supposedly want to save. How much of it have you actually seen? You've seen like a grain of sand on a beach. And think you know everything about it, but you don't. Learn about its people. Learn about what they actually want. If you're so smart, then why can't you come up with a way to, I don't know, make crops that will perpetually grow? Ways to make water safe to drink. You can help humanity. You can help all different types of living creatures in so many different ways with the intelligence that you have. But you have to learn about the people you want to save first.
Are we friends? Because I would very much like to be friends.
I think we could be friends.
I extend my hand to you. You don't have to like me, but I think we need to be united in this. If we're going to accomplish your goal, Hunter's goal, then we need to be together.
Do you think I don't like you, Tome?
I think you question my methods on the daily, but I wouldn't say that. It's just I want to be sure.
I like you just fine, Tome. It is fine for two people to have completely different views on, well, life.
Not according to Reddit.
And still get along. I mean, it's not like you're, going around committing genocide. And even if you were,
Yeah.
I would have a lot of words for you on that. Then it might be problems. I don't think it's come to that quite yet.
No, it's just so ugly.
The words "quite yet" there are kind of crazy.
Not quite yet. I mean, like, who knows what people are capable of? Who knows what Tome's capable of?
Shrugs.
Right now, he is squishy baby, and so who knows what things can influence him at this point in time. He's still learning. No, Tome, I don't hate you. I think you're still learning about the world, and I think it's okay to argue and have heated discussions with people, and you can still be respectful of each other. And I think at some point, if it gets to the point where you just are at so odds that it's, a fundamental part of your being, then, just kind of need to go your separate ways. But I don't believe we've gotten to that point yet. Maybe because you're still learning.
I have the mentality of a 20-year-old man.
Do you know much about 20-year-old men? Because
I lived in the woods alone for 20 years. What do you think?
They're kind of terrible, actually.
Okay, no. Hang out with Adran a little bit more, and I think you might get a better idea of the brain of a 20-year-old man.
And what it feels like to be normal? I don't know if that seems like a stretch for me, but he actually comes in and gives you a hug. And you actually feel real flesh.
It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah. Well, no, because you know what I mean.
Someone clip that.
Someone clip that.
We were just talking about Adran, and there's still bass going in the background, and it's like, dude.
I am glad that we are friends.
Feel my flesh.
You gotta pay thousands of gold for ones that feel that realistic.
So before I should probably let you get back to sleep, but before I do depart, speaking as your friend, don't be so quick to throw your life away. I think we work better as a team than we do as by ourselves.
Oh, I think that was a threat, is what that was.
I'm trying to be sincere, you dick.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't slightly offended that you all seem to think that I would just instantly die on the side of the road without you there. I don't know if that is arrogance or just confidence.
All I'm saying is there's strength in numbers, Nalani.
I mean, yes. Sure.
Think of it as a strategic advantage. But like I said, I have I have to begin my repairs and regaining some of my magical energy. Why don't I leave you? Do you have a preferred dream that you want to have? Just
I'm sure I can figure that out on my own. I need you to take this whole thing seriously. I need all of you to take this whole thing seriously. I don't know that you all really understand what we are up against. Do you really understand? You said it before, but do you understand it's not just a fern? That's just a catalyst. You understand that, right?
What I understand is that it is an obstacle in your way, in Hunter's way, and it will be cleared.
It is, at this point, a thorn in my side.
Then let's remove it.
I would rather focus on the hatchet coming from my head.
Whatever it is,
You don't understand. You really don't. There is a thing coming. It is here already. You just saw it here. And this is just a dream. It is coming. It's coming. It's constantly there in the background, gaining more and more power as this continues on. And you don't understand. the danger that we are in, the danger that everybody is in, and we're seemingly the only ones that are aware of it.
Have more confidence in yourself. We can deal with this. You are just as powerful as I am at this stage. And we are only going to get stronger. So have more confidence for all of our sakes. Because you are, in many ways, one of the most powerful people that I know.
Well, you just finished telling me you spent years alone in the woods. So that doesn't exactly instill a lot of confidence?
Oh, shut up. You know what I meant.
Small sample size.
You're the most powerful person I know. I know 5 people.
I know 5 people.
Because I murder the stronger ones.
No one can be stronger than me.
We have this. You have this. Just have more confidence in what you can do.
Okay, Tom. Get some rest. I assume y'all will be partaking in the festivities tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I have a plan to win. He kind of rubs his hands together. No, I'm not going to use necromancy to get out of your head. It's just I have a plan.
I didn't say anything. Just, try not to hurt the horses.
I would never. But like I said, you have rest. I need to rest as well. This has been a good talk, my friend. I will see you on the morrow. And he just kind of fades into these like purple sparkles and just vanishes. As I end the dream spell.
Twilight sparkle.
And everything goes...
Nalani's just like, now I'm just stuck here, lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have made everything go to
I
black.
can create universes.
So I have a couple of
I can create a bomb.
As you all are all cool to have a long rest.
Yay!
I'm
I got all my
surprised
shit
and excited. It's a new day. So I do have a couple questions. Number one, Mr. Adran Starflower.
Yes.
So your microphone cut out when you said that you were returning to the tower. So I want to give you an opportunity. Did you want to go back to the tower, or did you want to find someone else's bed to sleep in for the evening? Or someone else to steal from for the evening, as there are lots of nobles and lots of poorly guarded tents hanging around.
Oh, definitely. Particularly if I find somebody who kind of deserves to be relieved of their valuables. Again, it's one thing to steal. Because I can steal from anybody. What's that?
And then another Dragonborn wench to close out the evening.
Well,
Yeah, I can steal from anybody. Why not steal from a douchebag?
hold on one second.
They deserve it more.
Okay, so roll me a d20, Mr. Starflower. We're going to see what tent we wind up in.
18.
18. God. Okay, with an 18, roll me a... we'll just call it a d6. We're going to do evens odds for 50%.
Got a 2.
Got a 2. All right. Sweet. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So, are you the type of guy in this situation to want to wake up early and dip before they wake up type of a situation, or or what's the
Dagger, boys.
We're usually up late, so there's no waking up early.
Fair enough. Even funnier.
So he did.
What are you doing to me?
Let me describe where you wake up, Adran.
Oh God. Note he says that. Note he doesn't say that's where I fell asleep.
Oh no, it's heavily implied that was elsewhere. So, Adran Starflower, you wake up in a large, comfortable bed. The mattress is adorned in very fine light blue silks. You believe they're probably elven silks. They're incredibly comfortable. To quote Mr. Mulligan, it's like sleeping in
Take a
cream.
moment to stretch. I take a moment to stretch, and I'm just rotating in the sheets.
Hell yeah, doing the Peter wiggle.
Favor the bed.
It is comfortable in there. And there's a distinct aroma of a lavender perfume on the air. But as you kind of writhe around on the sheets and just kind of enjoy the cool morning air, you kind of note that kind of musky undertone of kind of like grandma's basement smell that just tells you you're in a very, very, very nice bed. Yes, but you're also in a very old and kind of unkempt and uncared for building. You have woken up in the Abbey, not in a tent. So roll me a perception check as you try to figure out, wake up and roll the roll the sleep out of your eyes and catch your bearings.
I got another 18.
I like it. It is the morning of the jousts downstairs and in the tournament yard, you remember. And you can see that there are a number of very fine leather garment bags that are hanging up at one end of this room. And it's well adorned, but sparsely adorned. Kind of looks like people might have brought furniture in after the fact, or maybe just for this special event or occasion. But in any event, across one of the chairs sitting in the room, there's a nice little armchair. You spot a cleaned and pressed naval uniform with an 18, one that you distinctly know belongs to the older sister of your traveling companion, Calandra Whitlock. So it seems that you have spent the night with Miss Florence. And can you roll me an insight check with advantage?
Hey, Calandra, you gotta get a new brother-in-law.
I don't know if he sticks around that long.
Kat, you want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what that D6 was? That was 50-50. There's two women in that house right now. One of them's Adelaide. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Adrian, can you tell me what that was one more time?
Fucking Christ, that's funny.
Rolled a 19.
19. Okay. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, You distinctly remember spending the evening with Miss Whitlock after you broke in here, jimmied open a window, and found your way up onto the top floor and began pilfering some rooms. Up until that point, you have found a lovely, very expensive platinum flatware set that can be melted down into stock, and a few what you thought at first were costume jewelry that were tucked underneath of a jimmied up floorboard. But no, they're in fact of some type of monetary value, potentially even magical. But you do have a couple of rings and some silverware that you have already squirreled away. But yeah, that was when you found Florence. She was hanging out in the courtyard or the railing overlooking the courtyard, and you guys got got some talking in and started blowing off a little steam. And waking up this morning, Adran, she was pretty awesome. You'd do it again in a heartbeat, I think. And with that insight check, I think you clock that as slightly odd, because that's never happened before. Where you're like, yeah, maybe there isn't another woman for me. Maybe there's just Florence. But you kind of shake it off, and you find the house rather empty this morning, as you can hear a couple people downstairs talking. You figure probably guards, but otherwise the house is quite quiet. What are you up to this morning, sir?
I'm going to try and make my way out without being seen, and I'm going to try and grab maybe one or two more things on my way out, like a really expensive bottle of wine.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check. Hell yeah.
I kind of have a little extra pep in my step from the night before.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 25.
Ooh, I like it. And roll me a stealth check just to make sure those fuckers downstairs don't get nothing.
And I'll do that with advantage because I'm now a higher level rogue and I can do that.
Hell yeah, you can.
30.
Oh, I rolled a natural. Hell yeah. So, yeah. You creep your way down the back stairs here. Into the down onto the first level, and you immediately come across whoopsies, gotta make sure I'm on the right floor. Yeah, you immediately come across a long hallway, but you find your way over to a locked door here. Can you give me a Thieves' Tools check if you would like to go in there? Your investigation check, it's clear.
Thump it.
That's a 31.
31, hell yeah. It's a more complicated lock than you had originally anticipated, but you are easily able to and it goes right open. As you slide open, it's kind of a pocket door, really interesting. As you slide it open, you find yourself in a large, kind of an odd room. There's benches around all of the walls, save for behind a large, I would call it a desk, but it's more like a lectern almost, or something. It doesn't really look like it's used for the purposes of like writing or studying or anything like that. And behind it sits a large plush leather chair, high-backed, and there are some papers on the desk that show for one, there's a large map of the entire Borealan continent, and there are several places that have been circled and X'd out. Places that have been circled and X'd out have been Centris, Nexus Harbor, Vestergaard, your home, Miyamoto on the archipelago, and that would be on the map as well. Port Umbra has been circled and crossed out. Maraglin has been circled and crossed out. Sableford has been circled and crossed out. And before I get too crazy in this, you don't have to be writing this stuff down. I can post this in chat afterwards.
Can I think of any connection between these cities? Like, why they'd all be?
Yes. There is, in fact, these are all places that have been impacted by Fern heavily. And in some degree, looking at it objectively, to you, it kind of looks like he's looking for something and not having found it in those locations. You see many of the cities. You see the Free Folk city of Reed Harbor circled and crossed out. Anselm's Crossing to the south as well. There are two cities that are circled that have not been crossed out. Two. One of them's a city, and it's Caldenstead on the far east coast. The other is it doesn't look like anything on the map, but a small dot far to the north in the deciduous Viridian wilds where a pair of rivers cross. But that's not all, folks. As you make your way in,
And whose room is this?
from the papers, it looks like it is the temporary office of Lord Henrik Whitlock that has been set up.
Yeah, so we might want to cast that dispelment just to make sure.
And
to make sure, guys.
A
little sus.
You also find a breastplate in another room locked in a chest that has a DC that is so laughably low that I'm positive. But give me just to make sure there's not a nat 1 involved so I can laugh. Give me a lockpick roll, sir. And a D10 roll.
Ooh, not a nat 1, but damn close. I rolled a 4 plus some stuff, so a dirty 20.
Holy shit.
4 plus some stuff.
Yeah, that beats a 12.
Not some things in my back pocket.
Good God. Yeah, that beats a 12 by a long shot. You find a... Can you roll me a D?
Yeah, I got a plus 16 to Thieves' Tools, so...
Roll me a D8 as well, sir.
D8. 3.
3, okay. You have found a breastplate of psychic resistance. Maybe not the most useful thing in the world, but it's valuable at the very least.
Sell it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's some good movie too.
As you're kind of closing the chest that you found that in, you hear the guards start to make a round through the house, and you are able to find an open window and boot it out. While you're making your way from there to wherever, we're going to go back in time just a tiny few minutes to the downstairs of Tome's tower in the bunk room. Fairly early in the morning. Can everybody that's asleep in there, so that would be everybody besides Nalani and Adran and Tome, roll me a perception with disadvantage.
Perception?
Yeah, perception with disadvantage.
It always
It's a nat
kills
one.
me. Oh no!
Mhm.
Jelly, no.
What about you, Cal?
It's thinking.
Oh God,
It's thinking.
that's dangerous.
I got a nat 1 as well.
Oh my god! No way!
I got a nat 1 and a 19.
No joke, my lower roll was a 21.
Oh my God.
Yo,
Cool.
that's so fucking funny. At least one got it.
Sweet.
Right.
Arthur, you hear this faint, low to high pitch blip sound that is such an uncanny sound. It sounds almost like a bird chirp, but also not. That it snaps you out of the weird dream you were having as your alarm goes off, Tome. Melee, you are awoken as you feel your mattress shift lightly, as if someone were sitting down on the side of it.
Like,
Probably jump up and wave her hands through the air. What the fuck?
And
I'll-
sitting there is and completely unbothered by the alarm spell going off, wearing a green tunic with sheer sleeves and a kind of a long lacy skirt, with her hair in a little bit of an updo, sits a little gnome that you saw last night.
I'll just
Oh.
the moment the alarm spell goes off, I just reach for I guess I wouldn't have picked up Helheim yet. I just grab like a chair or something like that and just all right, you bastard. Who decided to oh, it's you. Just drop the chair down the ladder. It just shatters.
She just
What
looks.
are you doing in my
She looks straight at you, Melee, and she just looks at you for an uncomfortable amount of time, and then she finally says, "I don't trust the thing you got floating around in your head, but I trust you, and that means I want it back when you're done with it. Aye?"
Yeah, what? You want what?
oh dear.
I want it back when you're done with it. We can call it a favor.
Am I awake to see this?
Yeah, you woke up with her teleporting.
Can I recognize this lady?
Yeah. You saw her last night. Or wait, were
Yeah,
you?
it was just
Were you?
you.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
Oh,
Is this Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess since we technically broke into your house, it's only fair that you break into mine.
I can give a rat's ass about fair love. Just wanted to see who scurried off with my, we'll call it my fourth favorite loot, but
Melee looks over her shoulder.
I expected such behavior from Adran and myself, but well, this also makes sense now that I think about it.
as they say, time and tide makes thieves of us all, or something like that. I think. I don't know. They could start saying it, I suppose.
Most of my cooler stuff did come off a dead woman, so you know.
Same.
Mm.
Oh well. Cool. Are we
Yeah,
cool?
whatever you say.
Yeah.
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 Sure.
She just holds up, like crosses her arm over her chest and has one arm up playing with the lock of her hair, and she says, "Yeah, that would be ideal." And you watch as her her hand that's playing with that lock of hair from the middle finger slowly starts to darken and necrotize down to the elbow. She's like, "Be a shame if I'd have to come back and something happened to you if she was, say not returned."
Okay. Maybe do you promise to? I'd rather not fight this early in the morning. We have a joust to get to, so
Not much of a fight, but I mean, could be fun. You never know.
Yeah. No. Whatever. Yeah. That's whatever you say.
Ah, good. She snaps her fingers and the back to skin. Well, then, I hope y'all have a lovely time chasing down the scary things. And she looks over at you, Arthur, or in your general direction, weirdly.
I think I'm in the light at the moment.
Yeah. She doesn't care if you're not. And she says, and honestly, I don't care if you give that one back to me. You can keep it for all I care. I was there.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh my God, you're all with a lot of you thick as shit. All right. Well, have a lovely day. I'm gonna go watch these idiots try and break each other's necks. Ta. And she walks outside the tent or the door. So,
Calandra's
What
just
an unpleasant
oblivious to all
woman.
of this.
What was that all about? Am I right?
just don't get yourself killed. Was it good loot? Then I understand.
so
Speaking of which, have any of you heard of a Marcus Finnig? In the past day or so we've been here, I need to figure out where that guy is.
A little bit of sound. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. DM, when is the joust set to start?
Second. Gotta get to it.
Because I do need to start.
Of my notes.
I do need to start casting on myself soon before I actually show up to the venue.
Have 38 things on my notebook in my way. So who all is above the table? Who all is planning on participating in the festivity?
Calandra, especially now that her father
Me and
knows
my
she's
light
here.
fingers are going to go through the crowd.
The festivities, is it just the joust, or is there any other competitions to participate in?
It is a joust today and a melee on the morrow.
I think Arthur would join the melee, but not the joust.
Cool. Cal is
I was
down.
gonna say, if Cal needs a spot filled on the team, I will, but otherwise, probably not.
Gotcha.
Are there teams in jousting? I don't know how that works.
No, in the
melee. In the melee.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
in melee.
team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tome, you're going to participate?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And Adran, you're going to be robbing people in the crowd?
Oh, yeah, I'm going through the stands.
Hell yeah.
I think Hunter, if anything, is just going to try and keep an eye on the Carcos tieflings to see if they're here and just like kind of keep an eye on them.
Heck yeah. And right about that time, as you're all kind of coming to terms with being woken up by a crazy gnome and kind of waking yourselves up, Melee, there is a flash of light that almost blinds you for a second, and then all of a sudden you start seeing spots that start actually appearing in the air, and they start to spell out the word poof, and a stone drops into your hand. It says, "Hey there, thanks for participating in a social experiment. This little thing right here is called a mind crystal. Hope you don't mind, Crystal. Don't worry, she's not watching this thing. Anyways, that thing will let you do a thing with a thing that you can already do. Hope you have fun. Goodbye. This has been brought to you by the Halliwell Institute." And then it starts to rearrange and spell the word poof again, and there's a firework.
I really need to figure out who keeps sending these things. Oh well.
Yeah, wise.
Need stone.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm being targeted.
Arthur, will you make me a No, you don't need to make me an Arthur. You are able to put together the person that is writing the book you are reading is quite possibly connected with that Halliwell Institute.
Gotcha. I just lean over to Tome and I'm like, you know this Rust guy we keep on hearing about?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
fun.
I think it might be him. Don't you have never mind.
I mean, sometimes I see him when I'm resting or traveling. Sometimes he just pops into my head. Fun dude.
Yeah.
Fun guy.
By the way, what is a podcast? And then
but anyway,
It's like I can't.
I turn towards Calandra. I won't go easy on you if you're my opponent. Oh, I'll wake you up.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's still out of it. Yeah.
It's time for the joust. Not right now.
Huh?
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sounds good.
Yes. So what time is this joust happening, Mr. DM? Because I do need to make preparations so I can actually stand a chance.
This joust is happening at noontime. They will have a muster of all of the people that are interested in participating. And Cal and Melee would both know this from attending in the past. And basically, if you are wanting to joust, you show up and declare that you're going to be jousting and whether you're affiliated or not. And then the joust begins.
Do you have to produce your own mount, or do they provide it?
You have to produce your own mount.
Skeletal griffins are acceptable mount.
Skeletal griffins are pushing it, but I don't think people are going to bitch too much and actually go complain to the skeletal, griffin.
Yeah. Are you going to tell you go talk to the necromancer who made
or
that
the real
thing?
griffin either, for that matter?
Right.
I don't know what it is. I think people might not want to have to deal with a skeletal griffin.
Yeah, they well, good lord, because he's left his horse somewhere.
I'll go. I'm gonna go back for librarian and the others at some point.
I'm positive. I don't remember where you left librarian, but a goblinator.
Rude.
Damn it. Well,
it's been too long. You left your car unattended. This is like a Dubai airport.
He shows up to the joust and somebody else is riding it.
Yo, then I can get it back. They're I think I left them in the top part of the way. It doesn't matter. But yeah, when it gets close to the close to noon, there are 3 spells that I am going to cast on myself.
Gotcha.
And I will be burning a hit. I'll be burning a hit dice first. I'm just gonna make this roll now. Just so we don't have to wait till 3 hours and then I cast it or whatever. But I'm gonna guidance myself, make an Arcana check, DC 12, burn a hit dice. Hopefully I don't have to burn more than one, because that'd be fucking hilarious. Nope. That is a 24. I am when it gets closer to noontime, out of sight, I will be casting the spells borrowed knowledge to give myself an athletics proficiency. I'll be casting enhance ability on myself to give myself advantage on all strength checks. And borrowed knowledge is not a concentration spell, so I do not need to does not break my concentration. And I will also be casting disguise self on myself, which also affects my mount, because fun fact, everybody, and this applies to all find seed spells, not just the one that I made. Any spell that you cast that targets has a range of self or only targets you also affects your mount. And because disguise self has a range of self, I turn my griffin into not a necrotic blob of shadows, but instead a griffin with dark ebony feathers and piercing red eyes.
Yeah, heck yeah, sweet.
Dark Shadow Blob is what they called me in high school.
And I want to go try to find Marcus a few hours before it starts as well.
Oh, kick ass. I do want to ask Nalani, are you wanting to do anything in the morning time before? I didn't figure you were going to compete in the tournament. There was a possibility, though. You just got a strength potion. You'd be good at it.
No, that would be completely against her character. I think she will try to meet up with the others to see what it is that they are actually doing, and if they are going to get themselves possibly killed.
Fair point.
Playing these little games.
Hell yeah. Sweet. So while you are walking back over that yonder way, and Melee, you are going off to find Marcus Fennig, who is the great captain of Ocean House, Import and Export. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to disguise myself as a completely manufactured, not based off anyone that I've seen, but try to become, a pretty looking younger woman.
Oh yeah. And you would find him likely over. I didn't draw the muster area very well, but up in this area here, the Blue Sky Ocean House, Heartland, and Polston parcels all have little paddocks, and so you're easily enough able to find ocean houses. And the great captain is he's in his 50s, a tall, imposing man. He's wearing a very impressive set of what am I looking for? Ceremonial, not ceremonial, but like parade armor, highly decorated. It's painted to look like waves with a foamy top on it, breaking against sand. So he's kind of got this whole like white to blue to like whatever you want to call sand colored on his armor, with a large plumed helmet.
Okay. She's gonna walk up and pretend like she just noticed him when she gets relatively close. And sorry, you said he's a captain?
Right? The great captain is his official title, which is it's really not it's not like a peerage title. It's a job title, more or less. He's like the fleet admiral of the Ocean House fleet.
Okay. Yeah, she'll throw her arms up in the air and try to look really excited and say, "Hey, great captain, I came to wish you luck. Do you have somewhere private we might talk?" And wink at him.
I could use all the luck I can get. Yeah, we can step back here. What was your name, young lass?
Lorna.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of Laura, different name. Anyways, what can I do for you?
I get that a lot.
And he follows you towards the back of the paddock where he's kind of got like a little private area set up.
Yeah, once we get... Sorry, I need to double check the spell. Yeah, once we kind of get away from people somewhere private looking, since I have to use material components, I'm going to cast Suggestion on him. And
oh yeah, what are you going to suggest for me to do?
It looks him dead in the eyes and says, I want you to compete in the joust to the best of your abilities, then lose in the finals. If in agreement, say watermelon. And then cast the spell.
I love watermelon.
he just gets busted in the head in the last round. Watermelon.
That is he's got a laughable.
No, that's my attempt at checking whether or not the spell takes. Is if he responds with the random phrase that I just told him to say.
Yeah, with a natural 1, watermelon.
Give him a pat on the cheek and say thanks in advance for the good time.
Oh, you're welcome, Lorna. Thanks for the watermelon.
But now I'll swiftly leave and make my way back to Lacey.
Hell yeah. She's not, she'll be up in the Ocean House's private box up there. It's not really private box. You got the power.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just approach her and try to get somewhere to speak privately as well. And say, Marcus is ready for the finals. Here's an extra 21 gold.
Oh, no shit. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. This is going to be fun.
Couldn't get to Altergut's son, but we've got one ready.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you think he's going to be... well, I mean, we'll see. You maybe, keep your eyes open. You might see him. He could very easily, I mean, I don't think he's going to be hanging around his pops, but I don't know. But that's awesome. Marcus? Okay, cool. Sweet. We're going to make some fucking money off of this. Okay. Do you want to go find my brother and break his leg or something?
What?
No, don't clarify. It cut off at just the right moment.
Did you say break his neck?
Leg.
Break his
leg.
I was gonna say leave it up to the audience to figure out what.
Choose your own adventure. Vote now on your phones.
Yeah. Press 1 if Jake said wiener. Press 2 if Jake said neck. Press 3 if other. People at home, leave your answer in the comments.
Interesting.
What? I mean, not the type of thing I normally do. You want him to lose that bad? Or not be able to compete?
It just would bring me immense joy. I wasn't really being literal. You don't have to do that. I'm fairly positive he's gonna get knocked on his ass. So it'll be okay. I do got a good seat to watch the joust. You're more than welcome to sit with us. Got servants back there fanning us to keep the warm air from the coals on us, to keep us nice and toasty up here. We got good warm drinks, mulled cider and some.
You got room for a few more?
Yeah, we can accommodate. It's business has been slow. So, most of our people are out on the roads, so we didn't have the opportunity to bring as many with us. And more the merrier, as long as they, can pass in polite society. Been a good, I think, 4 or 5 years since we've had
Unfortunately, that strictly limits a lot of us.
I think it's been a good 4 or 5 years since we've had to whip somebody for trying to pose as nobility. So it's always a good time, though. But sweet. So is all being taken care of, Nalani, you're able to find the herd of them making their way across towards the tournament grounds themselves. A couple of very alive-looking griffins and large robot man walking behind them all.
Yeah, I am in human. Well, I as I get closer, I assume we're like a minute or so away, so it doesn't matter. But I am in human form.
Change my disguise before meeting up with the bookie as well.
Yeah, and as we get closer, I'm just gonna just start thumbing the potion of possibility that's in my pocket. Just like I might pop it in the bathroom before it's time to start.
This is like the fantasy equivalent of like juicing.
I mean, yeah. I read the description of the potion. It doesn't say that I can't like put them in my pocket or something. Like it just says that they have to be within like a foot of me. So I gotta hide them under my cloak.
Heck yeah.
I'm fucking just yeah. I'll pop the potion of possibility, but shortly before the joust is supposed to begin.
Right on. Well, as you all are in unison now, making your way towards the tournament grounds, you hear hoofbeats behind you coming down the hill from the Abbey as covered wagon, like not a covered wagon as much as like a very nice carriage with a 2-horse hitch and 4 or 5 of the Blue Sky Knights, not knights, but like caravan guard guys ride by in armor. As does Lord Henrik, who sidles up beside you all walking. He's got a long blue cloak on over his large gemstone centered breastplate. And he looks to the side at you, Calandra, riding on a griffin. He says, "Well, this is new.
Father?"
Oh.
So I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Do you mind just filling me in with what you've been doing? Because I don't trust a word your sister says right now.
Did something happen?
Maybe after the class, we kind of have to get down to there, but we will talk afterwards.
Well, I wish you the best of luck then.
Thank you.
And he, his jaw tenses, he kicks his horse into a gallop and rides off after the carriage. As you all make your way over and around, the paddock starts to empty as the mounted guards on their horses all begin to push down into the lanes, gathering around the central box where all of the banners are from the shipping outfits. There's probably 30 or 40 people here in the in the muster. And don't worry, guys, and folks watching at home, this will be a very quick process for the people that are not fighting our people, and it will even still be quick for our people. So
Yeah, I might have overkilled it a bit. Just a little bit.
He did, but it's all good. It's all in the spirit.
The only way I could have taken it a step
He
further.
doesn't know better.
Exactly.
I don't know if Nalani would agree to let me down that giant strength potion, but that's the only other way I could juice myself up even more. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good to go.
Oh yeah.
Called Michael Phelps, not Michael Phelps.
Melee,
Wade Armstrong.
Melee, will you give me a perception check as you are hanging out up there in the box? I'll say with advantage if you want it.
Yeah, let me get one more for advantage. 26.
26. Down in mismatched brown, kind of rusted in places armor, with the heraldry of Holston parcels on the front of it, which is a large, it kind of looks like a curved letter V in the Borealan script, with a map route drawn behind it, almost making it look like a red cross across the Polston logo. You recognize the relatively small frame of Violet Polston, girl about a year younger than Calandra, and suddenly learn what the hubbub is about the Vi Polston that no one knows. And looking over in the box to the Polston area next to you, he looks pissed. That'd be the Lord. That'd be the Lord Strack Polston sitting over there, all next to you all.
In a laugh
and one potentially disappointing her family.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be me and Calandra in the finals, baby.
In a nice, caring voice, explain to everyone who's sitting with us, who doesn't know what's going on, why that's funny to me.
Oh yeah.
I'm just.
Also, how close are we to the arena in these seats? Are these like right in front? Or are they up higher, raised in the stands? Or?
They're up. Oh god, that's a circle. I didn't mean to do that.
All these squares make a circle.
That circle's there now, so we're gonna have to just get over it. It's about 30, 40 feet down to the. We'll call it 40 feet down from like the front of the VIP box.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out if I could
fireball.
No, if I could telekinetic shove without being obvious about it. It's only 30 feet, so slightly too out of my range.
All my demented head can think about is just like there's 40 horses down there, one prestidigitation firecracker.
Oh my god.
No! Don't do it.
Hey man, you don't set the horses' nuts on fire.
No, it wouldn't do that. It would just scare all 40 horses.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Except for the griffins, they've been through some shit.
Hell yeah. So as you all gather,
You'd hope these are war horses that maybe have been through some shit, but
so as Nalani and Arthur and get kind of settled down in the VIP box with Melee, and Adran starts making his way to the bleachers that are set up. who knows what's gonna happen. So until then, guys, we will catch you on the flip side. So keep telling stories. We love them, and we know you do too. And next week, it's time for some jousting. See you
Yo,
later.
not the kind that you do in the shower. Goodbye, everybody.
I mean, that can happen too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man.